Okay, we got it. That was like the biggest pain in the ass thing I've ever freaking done in my life. Okay. We back. We back, friends. We back. Well, thanks. Okay. Let us go. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Panda always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Hee hee hee. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Panda can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today. You know... Wait, Sayori? It means throb. Interesting. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. So like Penis Throb Literature Club? So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. I already read that. Ugh. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is How Is This Girl Accidentally Being So Cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, God, I cannot talk today. I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing it made her feel uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. Well, I did pick her for my female romantic interaction, so they're not wrong. I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. Wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. Ah, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Hey, I don't know any Japanese, I only know German. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. I don't even speak it anymore. I can read it, but I can't understand what it's saying anymore. I know, like, very little words now. I haven't taken it in not 22, oh my god. 12 years? Made me sound like I was 40. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Ah ha ha. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Panda? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Yes, I can read cursive. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. Are you making toast? That's a quesadilla. I just smelled like breading. Yeah, I was forced to learn cursive in 3rd grade. I had classes where we were forced to write in cursive for every single assignment. Not again, I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. It isn't toast, it's a quesadilla. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people, so I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's... Sorry. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. Ah. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. Haha, what are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? We bought this bread that has, is it rye and cinnamon?
What? Which one?
The cinnamon one.
It's just cinnamon.
Oh, it's just cinnamon? It's just like regular whole grain wheat and cinnamon?
Well, cinnamon raisin.
Oh, cinnamon raisin. Yeah, cinnamon raisin bread. I haven't had any yet. I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Ah, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. They had a sale on their bread. It was like, buy one, get one free, right? Buy one, get one free on the bread? You don't remember? I think it was buy one, get one free. So we got like, this like rye swirl bread and then the cinnamon raisin bread. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Haha. Here, this should work, right? Slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kinda difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh really? 30 hours to get the achievements? That is crazy. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and finger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. You get that, Houndoom! It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Panda, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. Oh my god. That's a lot of work. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up, make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've really never done this before. Oh my god. 1 in 5,000 chance of achieving it? Oh crap, I touched a button. Like, is it just like a random thing, or do you just have to get everything right for it? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poem. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loosely torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh, that's poopy. That's as bad as trying to get a shiny freaking starter or something. Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Hahaha. Yuri takes a deep breath. Or, takes a breath, not a deep breath. Takes breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. There's gonna be an ad break again, guys. Sorry.
What?
What?
Are you reading?
It's supposed to be an ad break. Can we pause? No?
There it goes. Just started for me.
Right. Okay. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. That's a lot of time for, like, one achievement. Jeez. Love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be the literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the ember glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read it. Ah. Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Panda. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. I was really nervous about doing all of this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Panda. Me too. I mean, my cursive is not pretty at all. It's very ugly. But I can still write it. I'll do Monica, she's nice. Hi, Panda. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha ha ha. Don't worry, Panda. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Panda. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism, unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. Hey, I'm jelly of that hair, okay? I wish I had long, beautiful hair like that went everywhere. It'd take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. But that doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction in the spackle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. That sounds a little bit weird. You treated the pando! Maybe she has scoliosis. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Haha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems that have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a little bit. An epiphany, yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah, for it being like a free-to-play game, it looks so beautiful. Who should I show my poem to next? Oh, she's mean. I don't want mean right now. Who should I show my poem to next? We'll just do her. I don't want meanie. This is a good poem, Panda. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Heh, I guess you're right, but that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote this one. Just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Panda. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. Not really sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Hehe. Well, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad, I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit. It's a yes or no question. Forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. I do not want breakfast. I just had spagooters. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hehe. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Guess I'll show it to Natsuki. Panda, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. Decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. I don't like Natsuki. I hate her. She is my enemy. Phew. Guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. As if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. Oh, you did a posture check. I didn't even notice. I'm blind as a bat. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Panda did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Panda liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Panda appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Panda started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turn towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Panda, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writings more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Yeah, I can't see anything without my glasses. I'm so blind. Help me explain that to her, Panda. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Panda? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. I hate Natsuki, and her writing sucks. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. Ugh. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Oh, ad break. Sorry. Have you played this before?
No.
No.
I've scrolled through the highlights and I kind of know what happens.
Yeah.
But it's very old. So I don't remember. When it gets good, I'm gonna come in here and watch it.
Okay.
I remember that there was some fourth wall breaks.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I watched the PewDiePie one. I can't really stand him that much, so I probably just fast forwarded through it. But like, I know more about the rhythm song than about this.
I got a cat hair in my mouth and drinking water.
Yeah. I'm in here listening to everything though. I'm following along. Yeah, fuck Natsuki.
Yeah, fuck Natsuki.
Yeah, I'm not watching it, but I'm missing all of Pokemon. But I'm
Where are the game files? Where are the game files? Where do you see this? The local files? I have no way to open them, guys. Rip. Hella rip. I didn't know you were still in here, Mitchell. You, like, have not said a word. Alright. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all of your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Panda, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Yeah, I have no way to open them at all.
Let me see where you're at.
Opening the game files.
Okay. Don't you have to do that through Steam?
How are you supposed to do that through Steam?
Isn't it open?
Hi, AJ. What? What?
Yeah, you have to do that through Steam. Then.
How do you do that through Steam?
Go to Steam.
Okay.
Go to your Steam library.
I'm at this thing right here.
Yeah.
Manage, properties,
Okay.
local file.
And we want to... This is probably the game.
Yeah, and I haven't saved it, so...
It's not gonna open up a separate. I'll just say it's already. Maybe you're not far enough to where you can do that.
I mean, I don't know, I don't understand how I wouldn't
You
be
have to
far
go to
enough.
the character files.
That's what I did, but it won't be, it can't open it.
Okay, why don't you just hit open that?
What am I supposed to open it with?
Right click on it. Or hit maps. Go to the okay, it's PDF then.
I'm gonna do this one.
Let's do this one.
Oh, it's going to do all of them?
Open.
Where's open with? This?
Try it.
No.
I don't know what a CHR file is. How do you open a CHR file? I don't know what that is. Did you get it? What is it?
I don't know. No.
So just keep playing me.
Okay. That's, oh my freaking god. Devin's trying to help me. Oh, you're fine, AJ. That's cool. I know, we have no way to open it though. It doesn't let me open it. Okay, everyone.
It's a JPEG file.
It's a JPEG.
But it's not gonna let you open it yet. You have to keep playing.
I have to keep playing. Okay. Just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Panda, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. Think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Panda, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hehe. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either.
Read those green spots.
These?
Yeah, you see the people?
Yeah.
Read it. So one of them's a PNG file, one of them's a JPEG, one of them's an OGG file, the other one is a text code story file. So one of them you should be able to open with Notepad, but they're all different specific files that you just have to know what they open to, and it's like must be backstitches or something.
Okay.
You can try to open Natsuki with a JPEG program, but I think you should wait.
Okay. But what happened earlier, what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? I went through to the local files thing, and I went to manage, and then, or not manage, sorry, properties, and then local files, and then the only things I have is browse, backup game files, move install folder, and verify integrity of game files. And when I hit browse, it gives me a bunch of stuff that I can't open.
Which one did I say was a JPEG? Yuri's?
I thought you said it was Natsuki.
Try either one of these. Yeah, Yuri's is the story. Open something that opens a JPEG.
Can you open a JPEG? No?
Look for photos.
Take fucking forever.
Just try. Alright, try Photoshop. You try Photoshop yet?
No, that's why I was going to just try Photoshop or Paint.
I don't know if Photoshop will work, but I would not do Paint. Paint won't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, I don't know. Hold on. Really quick.
That's the default. It's
This.
right.
Is that what I'm supposed to get?
I don't know. It's a JPEG. But okay, here's the thing. I think their character files are evolving over time. So whatever he's talking about that's happening in the character files is like after the game and stuff. Unless that's the completed image, which I highly doubt. But it's definitely a JPEG. That's it right there. You can open up Yuri's in a notepad.
Well, when I open Yuri's in the notepad, it's just that text.
You did Yuri's specifically with the notepad?
I did.
Well, then there's some hidden story. Or, I don't think you have it...
They said that the files don't change, and they are definitely not meant to be JPEG files.
I mean, it's 100% a JPEG file because we just opened the picture that is the JPEG file.
Yeah, I mean, I am staring at a JPEG file.
But only one of them is. The other one is a PNG file, the other one's an OCG file, and the other one is a text, but I don't know how to open the text. It may not be a notepad-style text. You may have to open it with some other text-based thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a text thing. I don't know. I'll just keep playing the game.
Okay.
It's all you gotta know is it's for an Easter egg, which is not gonna make sense to you probably.
Because I am here.
Is homie trying to do it on a Mac or something? Is that why it's different?
I don't know. Okay.
You going back to the story?
Yeah, I'm gonna be going back to the story. Okay.
You want to catch Pokemon for me? Just take it.
Ouch. Does that kind of thing happen often? No, no, no. Oh. Yeah, I did that, and it doesn't. It takes me to the thing, but I can't open anything. Like, I have the characters folder, the DDLC app, the game, library, RenP, copyright, the executable, the .py, .sh, log text, and readme. But I can't open anything. Oh, I stay on this? I just stay on this browse thing? Hi, Tony! Huh? Yes, Tony the Tiger. Nothing much, what's up? Oh, okay. They'll change in the files, but not yet? Okay, so I'm doing it right then. Okay.
So exactly what it is.
That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Panda. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. I mean, I was opening stuff with Photoshop and Notebook. Hey, we're all just lowlifes from Kufo's channel, okay? That's hee. Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah. Let's do this. Poem time. This one? This one? This one? Hi, Vampy. Aww. What is a Malamar? I don't even know. Oh, if you open Yuri's file, you have to change the words into an image? That's crazy. How are you, Vampy? Tenacious. Aw, dang. Fester. And essence. Oriented. Infinite. That one. What does POG mean? I'm sorry. If it makes you feel better. I don't have my nails done. Oh, dang it. Destiny. Meager. Spacious. I don't understand you Gen Zers. It's a whole new language to me. You should just, like, go to Sally's and get that, like, gel dip stuff and just do your own. It's a lot cheaper. Oh, it's old Twitch slang? I see,
Play it. Like MVP or some stupid shit like that.
Huh?
I thought it meant play of the game or player of the game, like MVP or something.
Oh,
I don't know.
me and you don't know anything.
Well, yeah, we're not young enough.
No, I guess it's a Twitch thing.
Yeah. Well, we've been part of Twitch for 3 weeks now. We learned
You gotta
our first
practice.
slang. Learned your first Twitch slang.
I learned one from AJ the other night, and I don't remember what it was. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days.
I am here.
I mean, I've had a Twitch for a really long time, but like, I've been on and off. I mainly used it to watch Bob Ross. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Panda. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Hee hee hee. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood, but I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Eh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Ha ha ha, I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. Why? Damn it. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Ooh, why? Is this for 5 minutes?
I don't even know.
I'll give up. I'm crying right now. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Are you dying over there? Ha ha ha! Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening. Family said we need to do it. Her face is in her book as always. Aha! I wasn't listening or anything. I don't even know what's going on with the story anymore. It was just something in my book. Probably. Devin had to slam the door. Yuri! Oh, I was supposed to sing that, whatever. Tell Panda to let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Castle in order to DA.
I was gonna say, soy sopimoda.
Yeah, sing it.
Soy sopimoda.
And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Dot, dot, dot. Ah! Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Ooh. Ha 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 ha. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think of that. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. You're welcome, Devin. You're welcome, followers. Okay. I didn't say I was a pronouncer. Okay, here. Oh, that's. What? Ow!
Cecil Panuridae.
Cecil Pino. What?
Cecil Panuridae.
I can't say that. I still can't say that. Thank you for the serotonin. That made me cry. Okay. How do you still have points, Devin?
That's all I got.
That's all you got. It's a flower. I still can't pronounce it. Nope, can't pronounce it. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Hehe. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she's told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Hehe. Quack. Yeah. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles on the desk. Ow! What was... a cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Ha ha ha. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Ha ha ha. He probably does have more. He's just waiting for a funny moment to spend it. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. Oh my god. It's not as fun during this game, guys, but when I play other games, it's hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah, like WoW, because I changed it to, instead of reversing my keyboard or my mouse, I reversed the entire screen for 5 minutes. What is the 5K oh no, 5K glasses? That's the one that you wanted.
I've been saving up for the raid, but I can't find anybody worth raiding.
That's fine. That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasped her hands over her mouth. It bit my tongue. Hehehe. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. We could always choose to raid you, you're right. Here, this is what we'll do.
Is he streaming?
I don't know if he's streaming, but I'm following you, that way I can raid you.
I'm following too.
So, my husband's following too. It's why I love him. Okay, funny story. Okay, I gotta tell you guys a really funny story. Devin, can I tell them?
What?
About the cake fart? Can I tell them about it?
Yeah.
Okay, so like I was just on my phone, just scrolling through Facebook, and my husband was sitting here at the computer, probably watching videos, I don't know. And I'm like sitting there scrolling, and I see this random video, like my TV was off. I see this random, like, naked woman on my TV, and like there's a cake under her ass, and like she starts like farting on the cake, and my husband's like, what are you watching? And like started giving me all this shit because he fucking put it on. I hear you typing over there. A little bit of added spice to the cake. We watched this other one of this girl that was like farting on all of the ingredients to make a cake. It was weird. Forbidden fruit punch. When I talk about me on my period, I say I am an angry ketchup packet.
You say what?
Angry ketchup packet.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, Flappy, I didn't even notice.
Better get that flaffy. Here, I'll try. Maybe I can catch one. I'm waiting for when it's like, you're out of Pokeballs. Okay. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Hehehe. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori presently leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Tony, you're still here. Not me. Did you enjoy the show, Tony? Did you enjoy the karaoke? Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. I knew there's something- okay, there's something weird going on with her. There's something really weird going on with her, because her poem was really weird. And kind of scary. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? Is this true, Tony? You don't think she has a... Haha, I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Hehe, that's true. Excuse me. Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall, so to be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. Hahaha. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Ah, I don't really. Oh my god. Hold on, I'm trying to catch up with you guys. Tony's a dead body? Tony, are you Tony the Tiger as a dead body? I'm sobbing. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay, that sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Panda. Monica smiles sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Haha, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. You're in the grave. Start banging on the floor. Hey, I already have neighbors that do that, okay? Choose to leave. Oh, I already said that. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back in her book. Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey, Yuri. Eh? Ah. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Ah, no. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. There's one thing that can make my reading time here any better is a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I live in an apartment, and our downstairs neighbors hates us because my roommate has children. A 2- and 3-year-old who are still learning how to walk. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with the filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? What did you say? Thanks, I'll be right back. Might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri was gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Panda in club activities? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Panda. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Oh, the Edgar Allan Poe thing. Got it. I understand now. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Panda, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. Ah. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Ah, Yuri lifts her head. Panda, I really like being friends with you. Ha ha ha. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kinda awkward saying something like that. I'm gonna save this just in case, guys. Yes. Because sometimes my computer likes to be stupid. Alright, go back. Return. Okay. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walked to the nearest water fountain. Once we filled the water pitcher, we returned to the classroom. Panda, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. I'm happy that you love the Twitch emotes. Guys, I have to go potty real quick, so I be right back. Okay? Thank you.